Night Fails, JJ from channel JJ coming back to you with another video about Superman's new weakness is cooler than kryptonite and here to stay. Depowering Superman with kryptonite is a classic way to defeat the Man of Steel, but recent comics have shown far more exciting Achilles heel. Warning, spoilers for Superman, Son of Kal-El 4, issue 4 ahead. Although I'm guessing you guys don't care about this in terms of spoilers because hey, nobody's reading that. If that gets canceled, I will not be surprised, and I kind of agree that it deserves to be canceled. Now let's get into the article. Resourceful villains have recently determined that a highly effective strategy for attacking DC Superman that is independent of using kryptonite, the famous substance that is Kal-El's Achilles heel, with its speedy repetition in the comics, making it clear that comic writers have embraced the unusual weakness from most of its history. Superman's status is near godlike entity that has been balanced with the existence of kryptonite. They kind of put him as that, but considering how his strength has waxed and waned over the years, that's a bit too much. They really did that with the Zack Snyder, trying to make him basically Jesus. Nah, bruh, you're tripping. I mean, Flash could really just take him out. I think they were also, Screen Rant wrote another article talking about, oh my gosh, DC just realized that Flash is the strongest guy in comics right now. Because, I mean, he could just vibrate your heart out and all that stuff. But now anyway, which severely weakens the Man of Steel. Alarmingly, both Kal-El and Jon Kent have recently had their powers increased as villains accelerate them to uncontrollable levels that risk harming those around them. Given the worldwide recognition of Superman, kryptonite has become synonymous with a person's greatest weakness, and it is used wisely outside of comics. Similarly, the Super Family's biggest weakness is no secret from their enemies. Even Amanda Waller controlling her own Superboy clone through a kryptonite device, this crystalline matter is a remnant of Superman's destroyed home planet Krypton, and nearly every color of kryptonite imaginable has been made appearance in the comics. It has been fashioned into weapons, chains, and adversities like Batman and Lex Luthor keep it on hand as a contingency plan for dealing with Superman. But while kryptonite might be famous, it's really an exciting weakness and merely reduces Kryptonian heroes to the status of normal humans. Instead, more recent enemies have focused on intensifying Superman's abilities beyond his control. Henry Bendix uses this new strategy on Jon Kent and Superman, Son of Kal-El 4, showing that not even Superman can become too powerful for their own good, by making Jon's powers too potent, while also burdening him with the ability to hear even more victims in need of saving. Bendix is hitting Superman right where it hurts. With this Superman's intent to save people and the planet alike, any failures are particularly draining. This is psychological warfare, making Jon Kent painfully aware of anyone he fails to save and considerably raising this difficulty of using his power to render aid. Earlier this year in Justice League 61, Brian Michael Bendis and Tamara Bonvillain, what type of name is that? Clark Kent had his powers similarly spiral out of control while confronting brutes on his home planet. Superman had his heat vision go haywire, needing to employ his other powers to make it through the overpowered nightmare. That both Supermen have been subjected to conditions that amplify their powers beyond their control indicates that writers are exploring this as a new weakness. When Superman is unable to control his signature superpower, he turns the proverbial bull in the china shop. Well, anyway, I'm not going to read the rest of that. There's no need. But I'm going to tell my thoughts about this. Well, yeah, that actually is pretty cool and all that they're exploring new ways to use Superman's powers. Like I said in the beginning, and for the most people, we're not going to be reading this. Because it's kind of like, think about it like anybody that watches any black shows, any BET and all that, or any Atlanta Housewives, it's like that. They'll get the best writers and all that to do the most trash, the things that we know or feel, as some people would actually say, unacceptable. And they say, okay, we're going to give you the best writers for this. You're going to accept it. And they did it with this. We, the people, don't really want or accept how Superman is or John Kent is now. In all of comics, all the years before, they have never even hinted the idea about him being gay or bisexual, but that's what they're doing now. And where comics, this is kind of why comics is dying as a whole, and manga is taking a forefront, because even when they do have gay characters in manga, and I mean they've had it for like ever in manga. They're not beating you on your head down with it, so that's why people are gravitating towards that. DC, Marvel, they're beating you down in the head with it. That's what's going on. They talking about how, and if you don't accept this way of life, or you don't say cheer it on, you're somehow bigoted, you're somehow racist and homophobic. Meanwhile, there's a bunch of black people talking about we don't like this. Well, as a matter of fact, we feel that this is racist and very bigoted of you guys for doing this, because I mean most characters, for most characters it's either, especially in Marvel, DC hasn't been guilty of this too much, but especially in Marvel, they'll get black characters or and any like Indian, any Asian, any other character that's not necessarily white, and they'll say, yeah, this person's gay, this person's bisexual. They did that in what was it? The Ultimate X-Men universe, the Ultimate Spider-Man universe. They got some guy with North Star. I don't know. That was a comic a long time ago. But they got some guy with North Star that was black, and it's like this dude, even a white guy, was like, this is a complete stereotype right here. What in the world is going on? Why is this being constantly shoved down our throats? And I mean, that's what they're doing. And right now, they're also trying to shove it down white people's throats too. But since you can't actually change people like Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman without there being a major uproar, well, let's just change everybody around them so we can still keep the customers and not customers. Because if we did that, change their gender or sexuality, that'll really piss off the fan base. But yeah, what are your thoughts? Please let me know in the comments below. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. This is for NFL, JJ from Channel JJ signing out.